Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, December the 6th, 2024. Let's take a look at and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out to give different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. You're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome, the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Okay, let's take a look at this one here first. Scrap junk to produce springs. So springs is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at the Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Go to a Tinker's Workbench here. All you do is you go craft, go bulk, go down to the S section. As you can see there, to bulk one spring, you need 10 loose springs and 2 plastic in your stash or scrap box. This method will work for you. Then all you do is you bulk that one spring, and then you scrap it, and it's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or if you're a person that just likes to kind of get things done real quick, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. Now, a real good spot for springs around the wasteland is, of course, battered clipboards. You can find battered clipboards in many great spots around the wasteland. Now, there's a good supply of them right here at the very end of Sugar Grove in the big wide open kind of computer area at the end of Sugar Grove. Now, you just got to mind yourself. There is a 50% chance there'll be an Assaultron at the very end. The other 50% chance is there will be a Colonel Gutsy. Hopefully you get the Colonel Gutsy, because that Assaultron is pretty hard. Another great spot for some springs is right here in the forest, actually, at Camp McClintock's. Let's pop down here and see if there's any around. It's been a little while since we've been here looking for springs, so I'm hoping that they are here. Alright, so a bunch of battered clipboards here right on the floor. There's a bunch of them right in here as well. We go on the other side of this desk. There's a bunch on the desk. There's a bunch right here in this little container as well. So there's all kinds of springs. Let's pick up a battered clipboard here. One battered clipboard gives us one spring. Okay, so we need 10 of them there.
Go fight some commies and robots and all that other stuff.
All right, there's 10 right there, and of course there's all kinds here on the other side as well. Now, if you ever come here and they're not here, that means somebody got here before you, okay? And you'll have to server hop this area if you so wish, or you can use the bulk and scrap method if you already have springs in your stash or scrap box. All right, let's go ahead and scrap these. Oh, we need one more, Jim. Jeez, way to count, Jim. Way to count. You guys probably do that, right? Yeah. It's sense that you guys did. Let's go ahead and scrap these battered clipboards here. There we go. Scrap trying to produce springs. Done. Oh, we only needed 5. Okay, why was I thinking 10? I don't know, man. I don't know. When you work shift work there, you swing between days and nights. It's you don't even know what day it is. For those of you who work shift work, you know what that's all about. All right, right on, Jim. We got it done anyway. What's next here? We got her done. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, actually, we'll go down there. Take a camera picture at Nuka-World on Tour 1. Okay, so of course, Nuka-World on Tour is a free fast travel. Once when you discover it, it's right down here. Let's go ahead and fast travel down there. All right, now once you're in Nuka-World on Tour, you actually have to use a Pro Snap Deluxe camera. If you try using photo mode, it's not going to work, okay? And you can be anywhere within Nuka-World on Tour. Let's say if you're way up by Lewisburg and you're using your camera with a lens on it, it won't work, okay? You actually have to be somewhere within Nuka-World on Tour, okay? And of course, our Pro Snap Deluxe camera is right here in our weapons section, this bad boy right here. All right, now if it asked for you to use photo mode, it would say photo mode in the description, okay? The photo mode is this way, but it's not going to work, okay? Let's bring out our camera here. Let's go ahead and take a picture. So usually when we use our post after the next camera, I always say to you guys, whatever you're taking a camera picture of, make sure it has a description in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now, the only exception to that is something like this at Nuka-World on Tour, is how it's so big. And even at best builds are so big, it doesn't pop up that little description in the top right hand corner. All right, let's go take a picture here. There we go. Take a picture of a Nuka-World on Tour 1-for-1 done. Now, I do have a video on how to get this Pro Snap Deluxe camera if you don't have one. And I did that a couple months ago with my low-level character. You can take a look at that video if you so wish. It's all time-stamped, and you can get your very own Pro Snap Deluxe camera. And of course, the short, dirty version is basically every server will have a corpse, either Axel or Ann. But the main thing is they're hard to find. All right, you have to kind of go around and try to find them, and it could be a little time-consuming. Okay, it all depends on how much time you have. Your best bet is just go to the Atomic Shop. Now, most people have this, but maybe some people who are new to the game are unaware. If you come down here to your camp section, you slide it over, you go down under Utility tab. Oops. This bad boy right here, My Personal Terminal. So he is free for everyone. You go ahead and claim him. Go to your camp and you build them. And then you access the terminal when you build them. And there's a couple options there. One of the options, it says investigate the suspicious person, right? And when you do that, basically just back out of your computer. Just like any quest or mission that pops up the top right hand corner, it'll pop up there as investigate the suspicious person. All right, then you just go back to your map. I'm just using this as an example. It'll be a little diamond like this, but it'll be filled in. Okay, depending on what you have going on in your game, you might have a couple that are filled in. So you just use your little cursor here, and you just kind of hover over the one that is filled in, and it'll say, the description. Investigate the suspicious person. You travel to that area, and there'll be either Axel or Ann there. And then you take the broken Pro Snap Deluxe camera off their corpse, you take it to a Tinker's Workbench, and you craft your very own Pro Snap Deluxe camera. Now, you have to take good care of this camera, because if you drop it by accident, it destroys itself, okay? And I have yet to meet a person or find out about a person that has ever gotten it back. All right, so just an FYI there, just take good care of it, the best that you can. All right, what's next here? While we're down here, let's go ahead, eat a cake, pie, or candy 10. All right, so we can find cake, pie, and candy all around the wasteland. Let's take a look at our little goodie bag here. And I'm just doing this just to kind of show you some examples, basically. We have bubblegum. Now, bubblegum we can find in around the wasteland, usually in around Tyler County Fairgrounds, up at the Pumpkin House, okay? Not that. Cola Perk bubblegum. So there's two different types of bubblegum here in the game. This bubblegum here we just find randomly in the game, and the Perk bubblegum, there's different flavors you can get. Every time you open up a Perk card pack, okay, you'll get Perk bubblegum. Now, some people have told me in the past that they used to drop them or sell them just because they have so many, but I highly recommend you at least hang on to at least a dozen of them, because they not only count as eat a cake, pie, or candy, chew bubblegum, pre-war food, so these will satisfy many daily, weekly challenges by hanging on to your Perk bubblegum that you get for free by opening up Perk card packs, okay? So I highly recommend that people just hang on to it if you can. They don't weigh a lot, right? Cotton candy bites. What else we got here? Fancy lad snack cakes, funnel cake, gumdrops, Halloween candy. We can get that from completing the event called Monster Mash down in Watoga High School. That's very difficult if you're low level to do. We have Nuka-Cola candy from the Red Candy Machine we got way back in Season 11 scoreboard for the returning folk. Nuka-Cola Quantum candy from the Blue Purple Candy Machine we get back in Season 11 for the returning folk also. What else we got here? Popcorn. If you have a popcorn machine, there's two variations. There's the OG red one we got several scoreboards ago. Again, popcorn is considered eat a cake, pie, or candy, but there's also a yellow Hollywood version that you can buy in the Atomic Shop, and definitely worth it to get. What else we got here? There's more Perk bubblegum, sugar bombs. I have a video of where you can find sugar bombs. You can check that video out if you so wish. It's also time-stamped. Made that one a couple months ago. And that's just to give you a couple of examples, all right? Now, we are in Nuka-World on tour, so there will be some carnival pie, or there should be anyway, right up here. So when you spawn in here, Nuka-World on tour, of course, you spawn right here close to the Tunnel of Love, okay? You actually kind of head up this way towards, you know, the southeast. Almost by the entrance, going up to Lewisburg. And this one right here, Carnival Pie. Now, again, if you do come here and you're on a public server with other people, that means somebody got here before you, and you can server hop this if you so wish. Okay, let's go ahead and eat this pie here just to show you how it counts. Pretty good, eh? It's awesome. So there's 3 of them there. Pretty good. Another pretty decent spot is actually up at the pumpkin house. Let's actually go to the pumpkin house. See what we can find up there. So there's usually a couple things that can go on up here. I put this gun away before you get scared. Now sometimes there's candy in around here, so as you can see there's some bubble gum inside his little cauldron, as I mentioned. This is a pretty good spot. Now sometimes there's also cotton candy bites sitting right here, right? It depends on the server that you're on, whether it spawns in or not. Just go inside here. There's usually some candy in along here. There's usually some more bubble gum or gumdrops inside the plastic pumpkin, but there's just Dandy Boy apples here today. And there's also some pie here. So there's a pumpkin pie right here. There's also another pumpkin pie up here that spawns in. There's actually a pumpkin pie recipe plan right here you can actually grab if you so wish. All right. So there's usually 2 pumpkin pies right here. There's a bunch of candy around. But again, it depends on the server whether it spawns in or not. It depends on the server. If you're on a public one with other people, you know, because they're going after the same things that you are. So always keep an eye out for that. All right, let's head back to our camp and we'll take a look at those camp resources that I mentioned just to show you that. Just show you what they look like. But for most people, I would say the best bet is the Perk bubblegum because we get that for free when you open up your Perk card packs. I don't think I have anything to open up here. No, I don't. All right. Candy machines. Jimmy, where are they, buddy? They're out back. Oh. Did you hear that? Sound like a mall rat. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yeah, I got my hearing back. Right on. Right on. All right, so here, Nuka-World candy machines. We get back in Season 11 scoreboard. That was quite some time ago. That's when Nuka-World on tour first came out. And as you can see, just having one of these machines is just worth your weight in gold. You know what I mean? It's pretty awesome. And even this popcorn machine, passively collect 12 popcorn every single time. Also helps with your AP, but again, this is the OG one here that we got for on the previous scoreboard back in the day. But there's a yellow Hollywood version we get in the Atomic Shop once in a while, alright? So just an FYI there, alright? I just kind of wanted to show you and, you know, take you to a couple places where you can find some of this stuff. Alright, let's go ahead here. Let's eat some of this bubble gum up. Let's eat this Perk bubble gum just so I can show you that. There we go. Eat a cake pie or candy, 10 for 10, done, just like that. And you can even, as I showed you that recipe, you can even craft your own pie if you want, right? Whatever you want to do there. And actually, yeah, one more camp resource I just wanted to show you because that too comes up in the Atomic Shop quite frequently, I find lately. It's that bad boy right up there, that cookie jar. Now, I don't know if I can get up there or not. See, mom put the cookie jar up here because, you know, I'm just, you know, getting a little heavier there. And she says, yeah, I got to put the cookie jar up here because Jimmy's getting a little heavy there. But sometimes the cookie jar will also collect Fancy Lad snack cakes, funnel cake as well on top of this mud cookie. All right, so just an FYI, I just wanted to kind of show you that. I'm just joking around, by the way. All right, what's next here? Build defense, appliance, or crafting items in a workshop or camp 3. So you go ahead and claim any workshop on the map. Anyone will do. Once when you do, you can go ahead and build your defense, appliance, or crafting item. Or you can just do it at your camp. Now, as I mentioned to you guys many times, these pop up like, if not every day, seems like every day. A lot of people will add or modify to their camp and utilize it that way. And you can keep it definitely whatever you want to do. But you can also craft things and then scrap them. And that's what I usually end up doing. All right. Now it gives us the option for the crafting. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go to our build menu. We actually go down here. So I don't plan on keeping this stuff. Go down to our crafting section. We get these punch card machines. As you can see, it costs us nothing to craft. There we go. Little defensive appliance or crafting items in your workshop or camp. 3 for 3 done. And now you just scrap them. Of course, you get nothing back because you didn't put anything in it in the first place. But yeah, that's pretty quick, pretty easy. What's next here? Let's go ahead, kill the Scorched tent. So again, many great spots we can find Scorched all around the wasteland. Now we all know, you know, like the main spots where we'll find, like, you know, like Camden Park. We have Tyler County Fairgrounds, Wavy Village Water Park. But if you're brand new to the game, okay, those might be the only spots that you are aware of. Okay. Now I have several videos I made just this past year for Festive Scorched and Spooky Scorched, and they're all time-stamped. Now, even though it's not that time of year, all right, it's close for the festive ones, all right, it's close, but you can still utilize those videos to help you find Scorched, because if you're stuck on public servers and the server is really busy, especially on a weekend or something, definitely we can go to those areas and they'd be cleaned right out, all right? So that's where the videos I make kind of shine, and of course they're all timestamped to help you out, right? So let's pop up here, good old Tyler County Fairgrounds here. And we'll take care of these guys up here. Alright, let's switch her up. Oh. Switch her up, yeah, right on, Jim. Switch between those two, there we go. We're gonna go with this guy here today. Oh my lord, okay. Why isn't my jetpack right? Oh, is that what I think it is? Oh yes, that's right. We get the whatchamacallits there, the treasure hunter mole miners there. Now I don't plan on making a video now that I believe that started yesterday, actually December 5th, 2024, and I believe we had them all weekend, right? And I was actually surprised that we do have them because we just had them not that long ago. So you can check out the video I made. I think it was just like last month, month before, and you can check that out. That video is all time stamped to help you look for these guys. And we're just here after the Scorched, obviously, but if we see one, we're going to take care of it right there. Nice. Dusty Mole Miner Pail, thanks, something I always wanted there. So one thing with the treasure hunter mole miners, they're not real specific. They're not real picky of who they hang around with. I've even found them the last time we had these guys in town, even just by themselves in certain areas. And yeah, I was like shocked. Because usually in the past, you'd only see them around other creatures. You know what I mean? Like not even just mole miners, but any type of creature. Okay, that's the usual. But yeah, I just saw it by itself hanging out. I'm thinking, oh, okay, that's weird. There's like literally no other enemies around. I was kind of shocked by it. But you hear that little radio broadcast signal that they kind of send out. That's how you know that they're around. And you can actually hear that a pretty good distance away. So if you hear it, and as you get closer to it, obviously get louder, right? And I just kind of follow along. But the main thing is you got to hit it hard because they not only look big and everything and hefty, but they got some legs on them. As soon as you start shooting at them, they start running for their lives, all right? So just be wary of that. I can't believe all the junk that these guys are dropping. Because we know that there are drop rates on the weapons, and armor has decreased quite a bit. sweet. I didn't see you there, buddy. Huh. Got a weapon that time. Holy mackerel. He's hiding behind there. That's alright. We get our 10 for 10. Scorched. So again, I don't plan on making video because I'm working nights this weekend. But you can still use that video is still fairly fresh. Like within the last couple months, we had these treasure hunter mole miners in town, and I also show you in that video how you can even craft your own mole miner pails. Right now, it's expensive. It's not worth it, but I still show you how to do just in case you're interested, just to kind of check it out for yourself. All right. Let's see what's next here. Kill Mirelurk 5. Many great spots we can find Mirelurks in around the wasteland. Of course, right up here at Toxic Dried Lake Bed, we can find 6 of them up here. New River Gorge Resort, just out back and around the swimming pool area, there's 3. Back in the day, Summersville used to be a hot spot, but no longer, but we can still find 3 of them here. You actually have to go down to the little river that's down here, or slightly river, and there's 2 that are right next to each other. There's one a little bit further down where there's a ghoul. Now they're kind of half, well, 3/4 submerged. So as you get closer, they'll kind of pop up out of the water, but those 3 are still kind of there, all right? Right down here in good old Lake Reynolds, pretty good spot. Ohio River Adventures, pretty good spot there too. And even the little hatchlings, when you interact with the eggs, and the little hatchling kind of pops out and explodes, they're also count as Mirelurks as well. A little bit more of a challenge for those of you. Vault 94. Quarry X3, Hemlock Spring Stump, Slumber Mill Motel, just to give you a couple of other examples of those, right? So we need 5 of them, so let's pop down here to New River Gorge Resort, just so I can show you. Now, we are up at the Toxic Dried Lake Bed just the other day, so I like to kind of change it up a little bit. Alright, so it's when you spawn in. We're actually not going to go in the resort. We're just going to go right down this little highway here. Oh, there's a boy in there here. It's right inside there, see him? Alright, so this little swimming pool area here. And there should be 3 of them here. As well as the odd ghoul or 2. There's our boy there. There's a little guy here. He's kind of wading through the mud trying to get to us. Nice, just like that. Sweet. Nice little spot, actually. A lot of people forget about this spot. And then we'll get the other guys who actually go right down here to Summersville. And again, I would say just a little over a year and a half ago, that house and the graveyard and the whole river was just teeming with Mirelurk. But they had changed that about a year and a half ago. That house right there I'm talking about with all the burnt books in it. So we actually have to come right down here. There's still 3 that remain, and it's missed by everyone. We'll pop right down here, and as you can see, you see how they're kind of half submerged, okay? And there's these 2 here that are by themselves. There we go. And then the 3rd guy is right down here, right by a ghoul. Oh, ghoul's not here today, that's fine, but there's the other boy right there. Alright, just like that. Alright, what's next here? We got what more? Complete Event 1. So you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. It is all time stamped. The vast majority of the events in that video I spawn in by myself. Now we can spawn in events on both type of servers, the public ones and the private ones. It's a little easier to do it on the private ones because of course it's a private server. However, you can spawn in events on public ones. You guys have seen me do it countless times. The only thing that makes it a little difficult is if you're just joining a server, you don't know when the last time it spawned in. There's usually like a 30-minute cooldown associated with until it's able to spawn back in again. So just an FYI, okay? But you can spawn in events yourself on public servers, just like private ones, okay? And the main reason why I made that video is because sometimes we have been on the old map here, and there's not a whole lot going on, or there might be an event that you just don't want to do because how the duration, or it's just a little too hard for your characters, right? So it's really up to you what you want to do there. All right, so actually let's go up here to good old Grafton and see if we can spawn in either Protest March or Grafton Day. I'll make the video a little bit longer, but that's fine. You can make it as hard or as easy as you want, whatever you want to do there. Oh, there's our ghoul there. Huh! He snuck by us. Alright, let's run into Grafton here. Right from the... You can spawn in the other side if you want the north side on Grafton. But then you have to go through all those super mutants and etc. So I like to kind of spawn in from the south end. Alright, Protest March. And it's always right here where you have to go. I had to kind of pop up on this little transformer or whatever it is. What in the world? Get rid of this guy here. Now, the second wave of Protest March, you'll see a couple robots that'll show up. That was weird. The only guys that we're really looking for here are, of course, the Scorched with the signs on them. And again, the second wave will have the robots, but the super mutants and the floaters that are showing up here, they're always here, all right? So they really have nothing a whole lot to do with the event itself. They're just here. There we go, complete the event, 1 for 1, done, just like that. As I said, these super mutants and whatever's just around will just kind of keep coming, right? Let's go ahead and take all of it, sure. All right. Good stuff. Ooh, shotgun shells. Water filter right on. All right, that was exciting. I think we're done. Let's take a look here. We are just like that, guys. Okay, let's head back to our camp here real quick and go over weapon of the day. right. Let's take a look here. So for the most part, we use this bad boy here today. Furious Free State Suppressed Combat Shotgun, plus 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target, up to plus 45%. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 50 damage resist, plus 50 damage resist while aiming, plus 40% armor penetration when it actually hits them. Hardened receiver, aligned long barrel, aligned stock, perforating magazine, long scope suppressor, and of course this awesome looking Free States paint. Probably one of the best paints in the game. Pretty awesome. 22 times 8 damage, and of course shotgun shells. Of course, it being a shotgun, let's take a look at the old perk cards here. Under strength, we have the Master Shotgunner, Expert Shotgunner, all maxed right out. Of course, we have a good old sturdy frame on her here today. Scatter Shot, Skeet Shooter, Concentrated Fire, random endurance ones, Tenderizer. We have Enforcer perk card, White Knight, Adrenaline, and of course some random luck ones as well. In terms of legendary perk cards, these are all the same for me. They do not change, and they're all maxed right out. Yeah, there you guys go. Pretty good. Good day here today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr. Prince, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, G33K, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Chainsaw 9099. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.